everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica, and today's video we're doing a haul and try-on video from E.L.F. Cosmetics. So, before we get started, if you were not aware, I do have my own online clothing boutique. It is niminies.com. The link is in the description bar down below if you're curious. If not, that's okay too. If you like this video while you're watching, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate your subscription. Just hit that little red subscribe button down below. And if you have any comments while you're watching, go ahead and leave those in the comment section down below as well. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. I do think that I have a full face of makeup here. We're going to go through it. There is one product that I did purchase that I will not be trying on today. It is a foundation. Technically it's a BB cream. So I will be doing a full day foundation test on that coming up very, very soon, probably within the next month or so. I do try to pre-film those because I'd like to be able to have them ready to go. So I usually pre-film them about 2 to 3, sometimes even 4 weeks in advance, depending on what my schedule's looking like. So that is going to be coming out of this box here soon, and you will probably be able to see it in the next couple of weeks if you're curious. But I do have an older E.L.F. foundation here that I pulled out of my drawer. I don't know what it's called, because it doesn't have the name of the product on it. It is just an E.L.F. foundation in the shade Porcelain. It's like, I don't even know, Perfect Finish or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, but I did do a full day wear test of this product a while ago. It was probably actually back in 2019 that I did a test on this. So maybe even 2018. I can't remember for sure. But this is the foundation I'm going to be putting on today. I will not be putting on the BB cream that I purchased in here. Now I'm going to tell you this. So I decided to go ahead and make an order from the E.L.F. website because of the little eyeshadow palettes that they came out with. Here's all my products. And, you know, E.L.F. is so affordable. So anyway, as I was going through here, I was like, well, let me look for a foundation because I can always use a foundation, especially drugstore foundation, for a full day wear test. So I threw one of those in my cart, and then I just, you know, went at it. And I also used Rakuten, used to be called Ebates. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I do have a link down below. I'm pretty sure I have a link down below that if you sign up, I get a bonus of something, I don't know, $25 or something like that. I don't push it. I just leave it down there. If you're interested, go ahead. But they were doing 15% cash back on your purchase if you have Rakuten, because it was their birthday or something like that. Anyway, I decided to go ahead and do that. So I made my purchase. I got an email, I think a day or maybe 2 days later. I think it was within, because I made my purchase late at night on a weekend. I think Monday I got the email that it was packaged and shipped and ready to go. And I literally got this in 2 days. So I don't know where it ships from. Does it say on here? It looks like it ships from Ohio. And I'm in Pennsylvania, so that's probably why I got here so quickly. But let's go ahead and go through all the products that I got, and then I am barefaced because I have a full face of makeup in here, except for maybe one thing. But we'll talk about it. I'll show you. So let me get the BB cream out first. There it is. So I did pick up the E.L.F. BB cream in Fair with SPF 20. I don't know. It doesn't have any other information on it, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do a full day wear test of this very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. So I'm not going to be putting this on today. I'm going to put that aside, but let's go through all the other things that I did pick up. So like I said, I went on there to pick up some of these small eyeshadows. So I ended up picking up 5 of them, I think. Yeah, 5 of them. There are 7. I did not pick up, there's one that's 4 shades of blue, and then there's another one that has like 1 blue shade in it, and I didn't pick up those 2, but I picked up all the other colors. So I'm going to go through and show you what they look like today. They're so cute. I didn't realize they were this small. Like, they're super, super tiny. Anyway, this one is the Bite Size Eyeshadow in Berry Bad, which is, oh, they're taped shut on the end. Okay, I'm not going to open them, but there's that one. And if you can imagine, it's berry shades, you know, called Berry Bad. And then this next one is Rosewater. And I watched Jam Beauty 89, Jessica Braun, and she said that her favorite is the Rosewater one. And then the other one that she has, I think, no, it's not this one. It's called Cream and Coffee, I think. Is it this one? Oh, Cream and Sugar. So it's this one right here. So she said she has these two. She likes the Rosewater one better, but they're both good. So I have those three. And then this one is Pumpkin Pie. There's that one. All right, and then the last one I picked up, like I said, the only two that I didn't get were the ones that had the blue shades in it. I'm not a big fan of blue eyeshadows on my eyes. I don't know. I grew up, like, my young age was in the 80s, and maybe I still have that stuck in my head somewhere. Hot Jalapeno. I do like greens on my eyes. I don't know why I like greens on my eyes but not blues, but I actually had this one in my cart. I pulled it out. And I just went with the 4 more neutrally pinky shades because these shades that I have in front of me, the Berry Bad, the Rosewater, those ones are like my go-to colors. And then the Cream and Sugar and Pumpkin Pie. If I'm not doing pinks and reds, I'm doing browns and creams. So those 4 were like no-brainers for me. And then I took Hot Jalapeno out, and then I put it back in, and then I took it out, and then I put it back in. And I'm kind of happy that I did leave it in. I don't wear greens often, but when I do, I have a tendency to really like the way they look on my eyes, especially yellows. Like yellow shades for some reason. I've never been a big fan of yellows, and every time I do a yellow look, I really end up liking it. So I need to really do a better job of incorporating that into my eye looks. All right, I did get a free item. I don't know why I got a free item. I saw it in my cart when I went to check out, and I was like, okay, whatever. This is the E.L.F. Super Mask. It's a mask with soothing centella asiatica. I don't know. It's a mask, but that is what the packaging looks like. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out of the box to show you. Like I said, it was a freebie that they just like literally threw in my cart. They might have thrown it in my cart because of how much I spent. I'm not sure what the deal was, but I got a free mask. All right, so fluorescent green, that's what it looks like. Okay. Let's keep going, otherwise this video is going to be a million years long. Okay, let's pull these 2 out. These are the Monochromatic multi-sticks, and I picked it up in 2 shades. I got this one in, does it have the name of the shade on it? Radiant Bronze, because I figured I could use this as a cream bronzer, and then I also got Luminous Berry to use like as a blush. So I got, hopefully this isn't too crazy. This is definitely like a blush for people with darker skin tones than I have, obviously. But I thought it might work for me as a bronzer. So we're going to try that out today and see. And then I got the really berry shade for blush. I also got a powder blush to go over top. This is the Primer Infused Blush in Always Punchy. That's an Andrea Mataliano. I just watched one of her declutter videos, and she was saying she really likes that blush. Or maybe it wasn't a declutter, maybe it was a revisiting my old favorites. It might have been revisiting my old favorites. Okay, another reason why I went on the website was because I really wanted to try this. This is the Hydrating Camo Concealer, and it's in Fair Beige. It's the one that had the neutral undertones, and I was like, I really, really want to try that. So I went on the website to get the concealer as well as the eyeshadows. And then I picked up a highlighter. This is the E.L.F. Metallic Flare Highlighter in White Gold. Right, I got an eye primer. This is the Putty Eyeprimer in Rose. It doesn't look very rose. I mean, it looks more brown than rose, but it is the shade Rose. So I'm going to use this today. I figured it might be like a good replacement for like my paint pot, and I was thinking it would be close to Painterly, which is more of a pinky shade. I'm looking at it now and it's looking more brown, so I'm not sure that that's going to work for me. Well, it'll work. I just don't know that it's going to be like an exact, replacement for Painterly Paint Pot. I also picked up the Luminous Putty Primer. I have the original Putty Primer, which I still haven't used yet. It's literally sitting in my drawer over there, and I haven't used it yet. But I figured I'd go ahead and give the Luminous one a try. So there's that. I picked up this right here. This is the Blending Sponge and Cleanser Duo. I really, really love the Beauty Blender Solid Cleanser. So I was like, you know what? Let's give this a try because it's way, way cheaper than the Beauty Blender one. Although I haven't I picked up several of the Beauty Blender ones when they were on Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty last fall, I believe they were on 50% off. So let's see what this one looks like. I don't know. I'll definitely give that a try. And if it works really well, then I will probably be buying this one instead of the E.L.F. one. But I'm not the E.L.F. one, the Beauty Blender one. But, ooh, that sponge feels nice. It's nice and squishy. All right, I'll go wet that before I get my foundation on. And then I have 2 lip products, and then that's everything. I didn't get any mascara. I didn't get any mascara or eyeliner, but I don't wear eyeliner very often. But I am kind of upset that I didn't get mascara. Oh well, that's fine. So I got this Sheer Slick lipstick in Jam or Jelly. It looked more red online. And this looks more pink. And then I got this E.L.F. Lip Lacquer in Moody. So, as you can see, I didn't get a mascara. That's everything in the box. I did not get a mascara. And then the other thing that I was thinking that I didn't get was a bronzing powder, because I didn't get a bronzing powder. I was going to pick up their Primer Infused bronzer, but they were, I think they have 3 shades of that, and they were out of the 2 lighter ones. They only had the deepest one, and I knew that was never going to work for me. So I did not get a powder bronzer, and I also did not get like a cream highlighter either. But this looked really, really pretty, and I am hoping that this looks really, really pretty on the skin. So, as you can see, I ended up getting a full face of makeup with the exception of mascara, which, you know, I messed up. But that's okay. I know I've used E.L.F. mascaras in the past, and I recently did my mascara declutter, and I got rid of, like, everything that was open almost because they had been open for so long. So, I don't remember E.L.F. mascara really knocking my socks off. So, there's that. All right, I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to go ahead and wet my sponge, and I will be right back. All right, I am back, and that thing got way bigger. I was like squishing it underneath the water, and I was like, it keeps growing. It keeps growing. It keeps growing. Got way bigger. Okay, let's go ahead in with the primer first. So I'm going to pull out the Luminous Primer. Like I said, I haven't even tried the regular primer yet, although I did pick it up. I don't remember where. One of the stores I picked it up at, Target probably, but all right, let's see what this is looking like. It has a little bit of a scent. It does look to be a little bit luminous. One thing that I will say that I'm, you know, not super excited about with this is that there's nothing to get it out with. So I use the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I love having that little disc. I love it. So this says, apply a thin, even amount to clean, moisturize skin prior to makeup application. Allow to set for 30 seconds before applying foundation. And it says, this luminous blurring putty primer has a velvety texture that glides effortlessly over the skin to smooth over imperfections and add a soft glow. Infused with hyaluronic acid and vegan collagen to help plump skin and keep it fresh and hydrated. The result, a smooth, blurred, radiant complexion. All right, well, I'm just going to go ahead and get some of this. All right, well, it melts very, very quickly. It came up pretty quickly on my hand, so I'm going to get a little bit more. Definitely seems to have a sheen to it. All right. I don't know if you guys can tell how much of a dip I did in there. It was almost like one spot really melted well. And then, you know, the rest of it, you know, eventually did. But the one spot really melted well. Actually, let me get all these products out from in front of me. They're literally all sitting right in front of me. Good job, Jessica. I also didn't buy a powder. I thought I had a powder in my cart, but I must not have. I must have gotten rid of it. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this blended in. And yes, this is definitely luminous. It gives me like almost like a golden sheen on my skin. I'm not sure that the camera's picking that up. I'll be interested when I go back to edit this to see if it is showing up as much as it is in person. But there is literally a golden sheen across my skin right now. That was not there before I put that on. That's pretty. That is actually really, really pretty. And I don't have brows either. My golly, how many things did I forget? But you know what? It's not the end of the world if I don't have brows. If I don't have mascara though, it is the end of the world. So, not the end of the world, but you know what I mean. I don't look quite the same if I don't have mascara on. I can go without brows and be just fine and not be that worried about it, but mascara, I need mascara. So, all right. I'm going to grab some mascara and a brow product. Give me 1 second while that seeps in. Whatever. I'll be right back. So I also grabbed a setting spray. I used to have an e.L.F. setting spray too, which I just recently decluttered as well. I actually used to have quite a bit of e.L.F. products. All right, we're going to go in with the foundation. I'm just going to squeeze some on the back of my hand. It still smells okay. I'm going to be using my e.L.F. Ultimate Blending Brush. I don't have a whole lot of e.L.F. brushes. This one I do like. I don't use it very often, just because it's not in like with my main brushes, but I do like this. And this shade is too dark for me, but yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna go ahead, apply my foundation, and I'll be back when it's time to put on my concealer. All right, so halfway through doing my foundation, I remembered about the sponge. I also went ahead and did my brows. The sponge has a kind of a weird smell, but it might be the cleanser that it was in with. But I like this sponge. It's really soft, and I do like it. Even though it's big, I like it. All right, that's all I'm going to do as far as foundation goes. I am just fine with that. And yeah, I have another one of these blending brushes. Let me grab that real quick because I'm going to use it to blend out the bronzer and blush. All right, I have a clean brush here. Let's go ahead and get the Monochromatic Multi-Stick in Radiant Bronze. I've tried a lot of e.L.F. products in the past, but not recently here. And at least on the website, I was searching in the area of the website that said new. And I think other than the highlighter, everything else that I have today was in the new section. Woo! Dropped it. It's a cute little stick. All right, let's go ahead. I think what I'm going to do is just use my finger and tap it on and then blend it out with the brush. This might not work for me because it is very shimmery almost. And it's definitely very warm. I'm also brand new to doing cream products, so if I totally screw this up, it's okay because it is 7:35 in the evening and it's okay. Let's put a little bit on my hairline that I can blend out up there. Again, it's looking more blushy than bronzy, but that's okay. That is my fault. Like I said, I picked it up knowing that. So let's see how this blends out. Oh, it blends out really, really easily and really, really pretty. Okay. That blended out really easily. Not loving the way it's looking on the forehead. Not that I need a lot of bronzing on my forehead. I don't have a really wide forehead, which I'm very, very blessed there. But I'll tell you what, there are some people who look absolutely beautiful because they have more space on their face. I feel like my face is very squinched in. All right, let's go ahead and get the cream blush. Again, the Monochromatic Multi-Stick in Luminous Berry. I also need to put on my concealer. I haven't done that yet either. That's like one of the items that I really wanted to pick up. So come on, Jessica. I was so interested in giving these little guys a try that I completely like forgot about the concealer. All right, let's go ahead with the blush. I am just going to use the same brush, by the way, to blend this out. And we'll see how that looks. Okay. Okay. I think it's pretty. It might be a little too much, but I think it's pretty. All right. Concealer. Like I said, this is the Hydrating Camo Concealer in Fair. Hopefully it is fair enough. I do struggle with the drugstore foundations and drugstore concealers. Sometimes they're just not fair enough. So, all right, it's got a really big doe foot. I'm going to get some of that off there, some of the product off. Okay. That definitely is not too dark. All right, I'm just going to use the sponge. I usually will dig out like a brush to do this, but it's fine. We're just going to use the sponge today. I don't think it would look as bright if the foundation was the right shade. But I think this one will work really, really well for me. At least shade-wise, it'll work really well for me. I will say this though, I feel like I rubbed some of the foundation off my nose. I'm not quite sure why that would have happened, but all right. I like it so far. I should put some on my chin. Let's do that. I'm going to put a little bit on my chin where I have blemishes hanging out. I do normally put concealer on my nose as well. So let's see. Part of my problem with this on my face is that that foundation is dark. Okay. Okay. So far I'm liking everything. All right. Let's see what I want to put on next. Well, I don't have any powder. I'm going to go ahead into the Primer Infused blush and see how this looks. Now I do have the cream blush on, so I'm not sure how much more blush I need, but it's okay. We're going to go in with this shade. Let me grab my brush. I don't have any brushes sitting in front of me. What am I doing with my life? I grabbed some eye brushes while I was at it so I wouldn't have to go grab them later. All my brushes are a little dirty. Not that I don't have a million brushes that I can use, but I'm going to use these ones. All right, I'm going to go ahead into the Primer Infused blush, although I don't know why. Why would you want to put like Primer Infused blush on? Does that make sense to anybody else? I don't know. That's pretty. I think it's a little bit much for me. I usually don't put that much blush on, so I'm going to have to go back over this. I would normally go back over it with my powder brush, but I don't have a powder brush, so this is the brush. That's the one that I use to blend out the blush, so that's probably not the best. This is the one I was using to blend out the foundation. All right, the blush, very, very pigmented. If you like heavy blush, you'll love this. If you like not a lot of heavy blush, use a light hand. But it's pretty. It's absolutely pretty. All right, highlighter. I'm hoping that this is beautiful. Is my under eyes too light? Do I look like I'm weird right now because my under eyes are too light? Because my concealer is actually my shade versus the foundation, which is too dark for me? Am I kind of all over the place? Like I can't carry a straight thought? Probably. Probably. All right. Metallic Flare Highlighter in White Gold. It does have a little texture on here, and I don't know if the camera will pick that up. I think so. Whoops, I'm going to drop it, and it's going to shatter, and then I won't be able to use it. But let's go ahead in with a highlighting brush that I love. Okay, let's get some of the highlighter on the highlighting brush. There it goes. All right. I was having a little bit of issues getting it on the brush, but now that I have it going, it's definitely not a blinding highlighter. And by the way, if you guys have been around my channel for a while and you're wondering why my hair looks so flat on top, it's because I brushed it straight back today when it was wet and just let it air dry. Normally I will run my hands through it to like kind of tassel it and like let it free, so to speak. And when I do that, the top gets much more curly versus when I leave it brushed back, it has a tendency to be more straight. Although this side managed to get more curl in it though. Anyway, that's why my hair looks a little bit different than normal. All right. I like that. Again, was watching Andrea Matalano do a declutter, and she said she liked these, but they weren't like super bright highlighters. I think that actually is really pretty. I think that's pretty. Okay. What next? There's something else. I had a lot of else, actually. Problem is now I have a bunch of boxes sitting around. All right, let's go in with the Putty Eyeprimer. Can I just vent here for a second? Because, you know, we're just good friends and all. Which, I'm not joking. I really do feel like some of you are very good friends of mine. Like, we could just, like, hang out on a Friday night and watch a movie and have a couple of drinks. Anyway. Again, this is supposed to be in the rose shade, but that definitely doesn't look like rose. All right, I use a little brush like this to get my paint pot out. So I'm going to go ahead and use this little brush to get this out. All right, once I got it started, it looks more pink underneath the top layer. I live on a cul-de-sac, okay? And there's 2 houses at the corners, and there's 4 houses on the cul-de-sac, okay? And I am... There's the house on each corner, 1 house on one side of me, then our house, and then 2 more houses, okay? And then it's a cul-de-sac. It goes in a circle. So you come back around to the front. So the FedEx guy has decided that my neighbor is my house. They have been, for some reason, everybody's been shipping FedEx recently here, and I don't know if maybe UPS raised their rates, or maybe UPS is having just too much of a delay, or, you know, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but everybody's been shipping FedEx lately, like this past week. So they keep delivering my products to the neighbor's house. My neighbor, I think, is getting really sick of hand delivering products from the neighbor's house to my house. I've been meaning, so I can see outside onto the cul-de-sac from this room, and I work in this room when I'm working from home, and I've been meaning to try to like yell out the window at him and be like, hey, you've got the wrong house. But I didn't know that this order was coming today. Otherwise I would have done that, because I would have felt really stupid if I would have been like, you have the wrong house, and then have him, you know, deliver my neighbor's delivery to me. So I would have felt really kind of silly. But one of these days, I'm going to catch the FedEx guy delivering my stuff to the neighbors, and I'm going to set him straight and let him know that my house is my house, not my neighbor's. Okay. All right, let's go ahead in with some eyeshadow. The question is, which one do I want to use? And honestly, what I would normally say is, oh, I'll just use Rosewater. Like, that's the one that I keep hearing Jessica Braun rave about. I'm going to use Rosewater, but I'm not going to use Rosewater. I am going to use Hot Jalapeno. Although I think I am going to open one of these other palettes just to use like a starter shade. So... yeah, I think I'm going to do that. All right, the packaging on this is genius. There's like a little pull tab, and then it actually pulls open, so you're not sitting there trying like desperately to pull the product, the little sticker off for like a million years. However, I do want to keep the name on it, so I don't want to take this sticker entirely off. Oh no, the back says Hot Jalapeno. Okay, I can take the sticker entirely off. All right, so that's what the green one looks like. I think what I'm gonna do is pull out, I think I'm gonna pull out Cream and Sugar, because I want this little cream shade here. So let's go ahead and pull this one out. This packaging though is ingenious. The way they have that little pull tab, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. All right, into Cream and Sugar. I'm going to go into the cream shade and set that eye primer with it. And that is a pigmented shadow. Like, sometimes cream shades aren't super pigmented, but that one is. So that's pretty. Okay. Now I'm going to put that one aside, and I'm going to go back into Hot Jalapeno. Directions: mix and match colors and apply to eyelid. All right, I'm going to go into the light green shade, and I'm going to put that in my crease. So let's do that. All right, so that one is not as pigmented, and I'm having a little bit of difficulty blending that one. but not a lot. My eyelids sometimes get difficult where they just don't want to blend smoothly. And I've had like super high-end shadows do it to me. I've had, you know, dollar store eyeshadows do it to me. So I don't know that it's necessarily the quality of the shadow as much as just having weird eyelids. Does that make sense? I know I've pointed it out in videos before that like my right eyelid sometimes won't blend and the same exact shadow on my left eye will blend beautifully. It's just a cross I must bear. All right, I'm going to go into the green shimmer, which is this one right here. I'm sorry, I'm in a weird mood tonight. I'm going to put this all over my lid, and then honestly, I'm going to go over it with the golden shade to make it even more golden, although that is very, very pretty. That green shade is super pretty, but I am definitely going to go over with the gold one. All right, I'm going to go over that with that gold shade on the end. Oh my gosh. Can you guys see that? Holy moly, that's pretty. That is super smooth, whereas the green one was a little bit more gritty. Yeah, that's... Oh, wow. Can you guys see the difference between the one that has the gold on it and the one that doesn't? Oh, that is beautiful. It feels almost like a cream. I'm not gonna lie, it feels almost like a cream. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh, that is really, really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the green, the dark green now. And I'm just gonna use a small tapered blending brush, which seems to have glitter in it, which I don't like. I'm gonna use that dark green and just deepen up the outer corner. And then I think I'm going to go in with the lighter matte green and bring that along my lower lash line. But we'll see how this one blends. The mattes, the shimmers on these are beautiful. These mattes though, I am struggling a little bit with the mattes. And I don't know if it's just these greens or if that's going to be all of them. All right, so here's an example of where it's blending much better on my left eye than on my right eye. On my right eye, it's just kind of looking muddy, but on my left eye, it's actually blending pretty nicely, actually. So that I cannot blame on the eyeshadow in any way, shape, or form. All right, we're gonna go into this little pencil brush into the lighter green, and I'm gonna take that along my lower lash line. All right, I'm gonna go back into the what is this? Cream and Sugar palette. I'm going to use my same pencil brush because, you know, I'm lazy. And I'm just going to go into the lighter shimmer in this one. Actually, I'm just going to use my finger. I'm going to go in with my pinky, get a little bit of the lighter shimmer and just dab that on my inner corner just to give me a little bit of light there. All right, I think I'm done and I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I like that. That gold shade is beautiful. I am so happy I got the green palette, the Hot Jalapeno palette. I'm really, really happy with that. All right, let me put some mascara on and I will be right back and we can do lips. All right, y'all, while I was off screen, I also spray my face down with this. This is the Catrice Cosmetics Illuminating Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. So I went ahead and sprayed my face down with that while I was off screen. All right, let's go ahead. I have two lip products. So I have the Lip Lacquer in Moody, which is more of a neutral shade. And then I also got this Sheer Slick Jam or Jelly lipstick, which I should have known was like a berry color when I picked it up and it was called Jam and Jelly, but let's see. I did put a little bit of lip balm on, so let me get that off. All right, let's go in with the Jam and Jelly first and then we'll put the lip lacquer on top. All right, I love the feel of this. It feels fantastic. It feels just like a balm. I don't like it with this eye look. So I'm going to wipe it off. Or mostly wipe it off. It's just a little bit too berry for this eye look. Okay. Let's go in with the lip lacquer in Moody. Okay. Whew. Okay. Okay. I like that better with eye look than the pink. And I did wipe away some of my foundation. Darn it. All right. All right, I think I fixed that. All right. Let's go back through all of the products that I used today. So, I liked the way the primer made my skin look. Do I think I made a huge difference in the way my skin looked after I put the foundation on? Not really. I will definitely use this primer again. It felt nice on my skin. I liked the way it looked before I put the foundation on, so I'll definitely use it again. The Putty Eyeprimer was just fine. I mean, I can't tell you longevity wise if it's going to be fantastic or if it's going to be equivalent to my paint pot, but it worked just fine. The lipsticks. This feels amazing on my skin. Hopefully I can give it more of a try later when I have not quite so dramatic of an eye look. Not that this eye look is super dramatic or anything, but the very pink berry did not look right with the greens and the yellow. The lip lacquer I think is much better. It feels comfortable. It is a little sticky, so if you don't like that type of formula, you probably won't like that. The E.L.F, it's all E.L.F. The concealer, the Hydrating Camo Concealer. I don't feel like I got a whole lot of coverage, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be opposed to, definitely trying this again and putting more on than what I did. It could also be that because of the foundation being a darker shade than what I probably should have, that's causing it to look a little off as well. Overall, I don't think it looks bad, and I think it looks it actually does not accentuate the lines underneath my eyes, which I do like. The bronzer and blush creams that I tried, I actually do like them. I like them. I'm going on a cream journey right now, so bear with me. I didn't put any powder on my face, and that is unusual for me. The blush was really, really pretty. Light hand, however, is needed. The highlighter, I like the highlighter. I hope it's coming through on camera. I like the highlighter a lot, actually. I didn't try out the mask, so there's that. The sponge is super soft and squishy, and I like the sponge. This might be my new favorite sponge. I shouldn't say that. Flower Beauty is my favorite sponge, if they still sell it. I don't know if they still sell it. I have one behind me on my table that is still in the box. I'm hoping they still sell it, but this is actually really, really nice. It's a similar texture from what I remember my Flower Beauty one being. So this is nice. I might have to buy more of these. What else? Is that everything? And then the eyeshadows. I struggled with the mattes in this. In the green one, the two mattes were a little bit more of a challenge. The shimmers were beautiful. These two are the shimmers. These two are the mattes. The shimmers were beautiful. That gold, oh my gosh, I would buy this palette again just to replace this gold. If I decide that I'm gonna go hog wild and use gold every single day for the rest of my life, this is beautiful. And this whole palette was $3. Each of these palettes were $3. This gold is gorgeous, and I like the way it looks on my lids, and it's just beautiful. So I would buy this palette again just for that gold. The mattes are okay. The other ones I haven't obviously tried enough to give an assessment of them, but I will be trying them in the near future, and I think that they will work out just fine. I've heard great things about these palettes, and they're so compact you literally could bring the entire stack with you if you were traveling. Literally. That takes up no room at all. So, yeah. The blues, I stayed away from the blues. There was one palette that had one blue shade in it that I probably could have picked up, but I didn't. So, all right, that is everything that I purchased. Yes, it is. Except for the mask, which I didn't give a try, which I didn't really want to give a try today. So anyway, that is it for this video. Overall, I like the products more so than I disliked the products. Was there anything that I really disliked? No, I liked everything. I liked everything. And stay tuned if you're interested in the E.L.F. BB cream on what my thoughts are on that. I will be giving that a try in a full day wear test Foundation Friday very, very soon. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for, you know, hanging out with me while I opened all my new products and gave them a try. If you liked it, thumbs up is always appreciated. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. I know that about 60% of my viewers are not subscribed, and come on, you know you'll wanna. It would be really helpful. Anyway, if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. That is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I do hope to see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. Also, let me know if there's another brand that you would like me to go out and buy a bunch of stuff from their website. I've been thinking about doing a Shop Miss A. I've never bought from Shop Miss A. Let me know if you'd like to see that. And I'm thinking about picking up they have 2 foundations now, I think, from AOA Studios. Let me know if you want me to give those a try as well. One's a little bit older, one's like a brand new foundation. So I have been thinking about doing a Shop Miss A stash. So if you want to see that, let me know in the comment section down below. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye.